Hey, Papa.
You gonna come out?
He said you ain't got me out of here yet.
Come here.
Who is that? Daddy's home.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Is that your daddy? Is that your daddy? You still don't understand. What the heck is the deal here?
Like he was gone, now he's back.
That's your daddy, huh? Is that your daddy? Huh? He's not
All right.
Hey.
He's saying,
What you doing, sister?
Wait, can you blow on that? Let's go.
No.
You're not excited, are you?
Oh, no, not me.
Not me. Not me.
What happened?
This is the bracelet too. So here, can I see your arm? Any questions? Look at that!
he's like, wow.
He says it looks good enough to eat.
Alright.
Good enough to drop your fry, huh?
He threw his food down. He
Can't get
says, I'll just try to
bounce
eat it.
around it quick.
Hey y'all, so as you can see, Dustin is back. Not for the right reasons. He was at school yesterday and he was so excited in the morning. He had messaged me all his grades. He had all A's and 1 B and he was so excited. And then later on that evening he called me and he told me that somebody came into the school and told them all to pack up their stuff because they were all being sent home because the school was being shut down. So this is not only affecting the students, all 320 students, but also the teachers and the whole staff. So what came to light was that the school was under Veterans Association investigation for about 8 months and they got shut down. So we don't know really what's going on. We don't know what caused it, but it doesn't sound good. So Dustin is bummed because he was 2 days away from getting his certification, for testing for his certification, and then he was going to do other certifications while he was still there for the next 3 weeks. So he came home early, empty-handed. Luckily for us, we didn't have to pay anything out of pocket because it was paid through his GI Bill. And from an article that we read, from a bill that had passed, all of that will be put back, I guess. Like he will get all his GI that they took out. They took out about 11 months of his GI. They're gonna give that back to him, and we think, according to the article, we believe 4 months of BAH, which is like a stipend, but we're not sure on that, and we're not holding our breath on that. Luckily, we didn't put anything out of pocket because the GI covered it. But now he's back home without a job, without his certification, without anything. And there's a lot of students out there worse off than us. Luckily for us, we have a 6-month emergency fund saved up. But there's other students there that paid cash. There was 2 of his classmates that paid $21,000 each in cash, and they're completely out of that money now. So I'm not really going to say a lot of stuff because Dustin and a large group of people are looking into filing a lawsuit against the school. So they're speaking to someone, whether or not they have a case, but this is what's happening, you know. But you know, I'm just glad that we are in a financial situation. If it wasn't for Dave Ramsey and Dave Ramsey plan, and for us getting on board this year, more so than we have in the past, because in the past we haven't really been following his plan, and this time we kind of been more strictly on it and saving up more. So we're in a better financial situation than a lot of the students were. A lot of them were extremely upset, rightfully so. There was one student there that he was relying on the BH to go to school to pay for his mother's medication, and now he won't be able to do that. So it's heartbreaking for everybody. Dustin said there was one of his teachers there that was getting ready to move his whole family there, and he had just come back from a trip to sell his house to move his whole family, and now he's without a job. So you can imagine the stress these people are in, and the people who are losing the money they paid out of cash, and even the people who gave up their jobs, high-paying jobs, to go to this trade school so that way they can do something that they wanted to do, and now they're stuck without it. So this is why he's home. As soon as he found out that the school was closing and they're sending everybody home, which was just yesterday, he applied for this job that came open here in Fort Carson that he has experience doing, because it's the job he was doing as a soldier in Fort Leonard Wood. So it's a civilian job that opened up here that it was what he was doing. So he has years of experience. So hopefully he gets a call back from that. But right now we're basically playing it by ear, going by seeing if he can find some kind of job. He's even thinking of going to apply at Walmart, just something to keep us afloat until we figure out what's going on. He did have an option to go to another school there in Texas to test for his certification, but his flight kind of overlapped, so he couldn't do it. So he's looking here to see if he can take his EPA testing so that way he can get certified. But he still was looking forward to the 3 other weeks that he was going to learn other things about the trade. So he's not completely empty-handed, because he did learn a lot, and even though he's not certified, but he can apply that to our own home, like our heating and air conditioning system. So but still, like, it's a huge disappointment, because he went there very excited to learn and get certified, and that's not happening now. So it's a huge mess, and it feels like a bad dream, because we weren't expecting this. We weren't expecting this at all. It just came out of the blue. We did not know that the school was under investigation, but apparently that came to light yesterday. So so that's what's going on, and I'll put the link down below to some of the students who spoke to a reporter. Dustin's in the background. He's the one wearing the glasses and the headphones around his neck. But I'll put that link down below if you want to know more about what's going on in that situation. So thank you for watching. Bye.